Hello and welcome everyone to Varieties Tech. We back again for another video and another unboxing review for the T-Mobile REVVL 7 5G. This phone available through T-Mobile and Metro by T-Mobile. And by the way, this is the little brother of the REVVL 7 Pro. So we're gonna cover everything about this phone. What you guys want to know, it will be covered in this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and you can always encourage me with the thumbs up. Without any further ado, let's find out. Now for the pricing, as the time I'm recording the video, the MSRP price, which is the full price if you want to buy the phone outright, is going to cost you $199. Definitely if you've been with Metro for 6 months or more, Metro, they will offer you upgrade price. Normally they give you $50 off. Now if you're a new customer or you want to bring your number from different provider, non-T-Mobile brands, you guys can expect the phone will be absolutely free. And always make sure to check your local Metro store for updated prices and deals on the REVVL 7. And now let's take a quick look on the main specifications. Starting with the display, the phone has 6.6 inches LCD 1080p with 120 Hz refresh rate. Amount of PPI will be 401. For the operating system, we have Android 14, and you guys will expect stock experience. For the hardware, we have a Snapdragon 6th generation, 2.2 clock speed, 128 GB of internal storage with 6 GB of RAM. And it seems like the hardware of this device will be decent. We will check this out later on in the video, playing some video games and give you my opinion. Now for the camera, we have triple camera on the back, 50 megapixel wide, no iOS by the way, and also we have 2 megapixel macro, 2 megapixel depth. The video capability for the back camera is going to be 2K, and also the phone is capable to take slow-mo videos. The front facing camera will be 8 megapixel. The battery is going to be 5000 milliampere with 15 watt, no wireless charging as we saw on the Pro. And now let's do a quick unboxing and first impression. So the box, as you guys can see, branded with T-Mobile logo, REVVL, the name of the phone, 7 5G. Very basic box as you guys can see. Let me just open it. We have a sleeve over here, and then we have a box. Under the box we're gonna see the phone, and we're gonna come back to this later. Let me go ahead and take the phone out, and here is my first look on the device. The color is white, which feels nice on the back. And by the way, you guys gonna expect this is gonna be a plastic. The frame is plastic. Power key, volume up, volume down, located on the middle. And normally we see these keys up to the corner, which is something will bother you if you are coming from a different device. The fingerprint dedicated with the power key. Let me go ahead and remove this screen protector. And here's also another lock on the front of the device. From the left, you guys gonna see the SIM tray. Also, you can add SD card. And we have from the bottom, headphone jack, microphone, C-type, and a speaker. Now, let me set the phone on the side and look just to see what comes with the phone. As expected, the phone does not come with a charger. So we're gonna have C-to-C cable and SIM ejector tool to open the SIM. And by the way, since we're talking about the SIM, the phone take physical SIM and take also digital SIM or eSIM. We're gonna move back to the phone itself. It seems like the phone very big, very chunky in the hands. I like the setup for the camera. We're gonna have a flash and 3 cameras, as you guys can see, with T-Mobile logo. It seems like the fingerprint doesn't show on the back, which is great in my opinion. So we're gonna turn the phone on, spend time with the phone, and we're gonna come back with more details and information about the REVVL 7. So stay tuned.
2,000 years later.
Now after spending a little while with the phone, let me kick off with the design and build construction. As expected from any budget phone, you guys not gonna expect anything premium for the build of the phone. So the phone made out of plastic, which is, I'm very fine with this. The back of the phone is plastic, but it seems like it looks elegant, and fingerprint is not gonna show. Also, grip of the phone decent in my opinion. The phone has a little bit of sharp edges, but it's not gonna bother you much. But I prefer to be rounded edges from the back, and it's gonna be a lot easier to grab the phone in your hand. And the things that bothers me with this phone, I feel the phone is very big in the hand, 6.6 inches. We saw the REVVL 7 Pro, which is if I put this phone head to head, it's going to be the same size, but a smaller screen. That because we have very thick puzzle, as you guys can see. So make the phone large, at the same time smaller screen, which is something bothers me a lot, and it feels like this design made like 3-4 years ago. It's not something nice to see on a device in 2024. Now also, as I said, the location of the keys for the power and the volume control, especially if you're trying to come from a different device, it's not going to be a very nice experience, especially that the phone has completely different layout. But the fingerprint, it seems like it works with no issues or whatsoever. If you don't like fingerprint, this phone also will offer you face unlock. Now moving to the display, I was not very happy with the display for one big reason. The brightness level is very weak on this device. I have the phone full brightness, and the phone doesn't provide enough brightness level, especially if you want to use the phone outdoor. So it's not something you're going to be very happy with. In addition to this, the bezel is very thick. It makes the display small and the phone large in your hand. Other than that, the phone is very colorful, the vividness is good, the PPI also 400, which is decent in my opinion, with 1080p resolution. I didn't have a problem with the display except the thick bezel and the brightness level. Now for the operating system, the phone will offer you pure stock Android, and nice thing about this phone, I didn't have anything pre-installed, different third-party application, except you have only the Android applications such as Google Photo, Google Play, YouTube. Normally comes with any stock Android. The experience was great. The operating system didn't give me no problems. It feels like very optimized with the hardware of the phone, with also 120 Hz refresh rate. You're gonna have a great experience for the operating system. Now for the hardware performance, with the Snapdragon 6th generation, I was not disappointed about the performance of the phone. With playing video games from medium, low and high graphics, I haven't seen any frame drops, lags or issues with the performance. 6 GB of RAM seems like very decent for a budget phone like this, with 128 GB of internal storage, and I doubt you're going to have any issues with the performance of the device. Based on the price of the phone, that seems like very good processor. We did also the Geekbench, and it seems like the number and the score we receive equivalent to phones like the Galaxy A35, and it seems like the hardware of the device something I'm very happy with. Now for the battery performance, it seems like with 5000 mAh the phone performed very well. I didn't like the phone only 15 watts. We would like to see something equivalent to the Pro 25 watt. The phone doesn't have wireless charging, which is something I fully understand. The phone pretty much gives me screen on time up to 15 hours, which is good in my opinion. Charging speed is still very slow, so you guys gonna expect over 3 hours to fully charge the phone with 15 watt. So in the battery department, I don't have much complaint. As expected from this device, nothing less and nothing more. Now last but not least will be the camera. This phone has a triple camera. I was expecting the phone will perform decent. Unfortunately, the camera did not do any good job, and I highly recommend to stay away if you're looking for the camera experience. The camera struggled on the night mode big time. Even using a flash, it didn't do any good job. Even during the day, when you take pictures and you have like enough light from the sun, is going to be overexposed. White balance has a lot of issues, so pictures in general not so good. You can do up to 2x zoom, of course. You can take portrait pictures, you can take macro, but again the quality is not going to be so good. Using the selfie camera, it takes decent picture for your face, but the background is going to be washed out. Again, this phone struggle with the lighting or when you don't have light, and I highly recommend to stay away from this phone if you're looking for good experience with the camera. Now overall speaking, T-Mobile REVVL 7 5G, it's not a terrible device. But maybe this is the first time I would say I'm not recommending this device among the phones that you can buy, especially if you go into Metro by T-Mobile. Now for the price of the phone, $199, I believe the phone is overpriced based on the performance I saw from the device, especially with the camera and the display and the design of the phone. this phone is not a buy for me. I will leave this up to you. Again, I'm not saying the phone is bad. The hardware on the phone is very decent. The processor and the RAM and the memory make the phone a little bit attractive to some people. But if you want to take the full experience, I would highly recommend to stay away from the REVVL 7 5G. That was very much it for that video. Let me know what do you think about this phone in the comment below. And also you can encourage me with a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. As always, we will see you in another video.